And we welcome you back to Moundridge Sports Network after that thriller of a game earlier this night. And it should be a great afternoon/evening for some hoops as the number 8 Hillsboro Trojans take on the number 5 Moundridge Wildcats. They may be the last seed in this bracket, but keep in mind, on Tuesday, they just took down Clay Center in overtime by 2 points. So they have been on a roll, just absolute killing it. And Hillsboro is one of those teams that they play a tough schedule, but they're really battle-tested. A lot like Hutch Trinity last football season when we played them. Battle-tested, they had a rough start to their year, and low-seeded. But a great test at what state could be like for both these teams.
Championship game at 5:45 p.m. on Saturday. Losing team will play against Riley County for third place at 2:30 p.m.
Yeah, both teams had an impressive game last week. Moundridge with almost a 30-point blowout, and Hillsboro upsetting the number 1 seed. So we're going to see a good game tonight. Moundridge has already played Hillsboro this season, and they won by 3. So we'll see what happens tonight. Looking for a good one.
As they don't have 132 points, but hopefully they do score 132 points. Is kicking off here, the Cats, once again, Addie Patrick, Cami Unruh, Hallie Heacox, Hattie Heacox, and ending things out, Macy Kamiko. One of the things I like most about the Cats is their ability to turn up offensive rebounding. I mean, they have been an absolute killer on the boards, averaging 32.4 rebounds a game with 15 offensive rebounds and 17.3 defensive rebounds a game. So they have been an absolute tear, cleaning up the glass, and, you know, offensively, they are no stranger to points either, averaging 59.9 points a game. And rounding things off for the Trojans is Talia Jost, number 25. Starting for the Hillsboro Trojans is number 0, Maya Worth. It looks like number 11, Ella Patusik. Number 5, Kinsley Ratzliff. And number 10, Addie Jost. So 2 Josts on the floor.
To make sure this is as positive as possible. Your officials for this evening, Mr. A.J. Schoen, Mr. Aaron Evans, Mr. Trevor Meyer.
And these two face each other, and Moundridge actually beat Hillsboro 31-28. And we're up pretty considerably against Hillsboro, though, before Hillsboro's defense kicked in high gear and held them to just 10 points in the second half, and had 3 points in just the fourth quarter alone to lose by 3. So looking for a different outcome here. Hillsboro riding high off of a big win against Clay Center, as Hattie gets things kicked off here, right back down to her sister, Hallie, and Hallie back to Unruh. Unruh at the top. She's averaging 15 a game and just loves to get transition and points as well. Patrick driving inside as Kamiko spins around, puts one up, and we will get the spinner around the rim to get things kicked off. 7:38 left to go now. 2-0.
And almost the same way the boys started off with a 2-point basket. Good to see the likeliness of both teams.
Jost right back down to Ratzliff. Ratzliff to Patusik. Ratzliff right back to Jost now. So Hillsboro, they love to get the ball to number 0. Maya Worth is a name we're going to say a lot tonight. Fighting inside now as Jost has this. Looking to drive short corner now. Hillsboro not put a shot up, taking their time as they find Talia Jost, who will get onto the line for 2 on a pass from her sister.
Foul to number 24, Macy Kamiko.
And Kamiko's a lanky kid, so she's gonna go for the blocks, but she's gotta watch out for that foul. She's already got one. We're not even 2 minutes in to the ball game.
So winner of this game will go take on Heston as they beat Riley County at 3 just before we got here, and looking to move on and play Heston for the first time in a while. As Patrick now over to Unruh, as Unruh back to Kamiko. She tries it again, and she will forget the spin again. Around the world for Macy Kamiko on the board with 4.
Kamiko, the only one on the board for her team.
Jost drives in, picked up by Heacock. She dives down on the floor and right back over to Patrick. Unruh wide open 3-ball, and her 3-pointer is good. Cami Unruh on the board now with 3.
And the Wildcats are off to a hot start so far, getting everything they want offensively.
And Unruh driving down, loves transition points, finds Heacox, and that ball is over her head. That will be Hillsboro's ball. So pretty packed house tonight as Hillsboro, as their home crowd here. Jost rips one down to Worth, and Unruh tries to save it, but can't, as that will remain Hillsboro ball. Seven to 1 now, 5:22 left to go in the first. As Worth tries to do it, pump fakes, drops Addie Patrick, as that is turned over, as Amaya Worth with a nice move there.
The Wildcats are playing a great physical game. They're hustling for every loose ball. They're just being pests, and that's going to give them a key defensive start to their game.
Seven to 1 now, 4:59 left to go in the first, as that one is off. It's quite the finish for the guys, and the girls are on their way to a nice win here, but don't count the Trojans out yet. We're down early against Clay Center as well. As Worth drives through, puts down to Ratzliff. Ratzliff drives right, puts one up, and a huge block here from Hattie Heacox, and that will remain Moundridge ball. Seven to 1, 4:33 here. Kinsley Ratzliff left wide open, and that one is just off. Rebounded by Patrick. She pressures the floor now, closely guarded. Unruh takes the transition and will step out, and that will be Moundridge ball.
And Hillsboro's having a tough time getting stuff started on offense. You know, they're just not getting what they want and sticking to their game plan. But still, the first quarter can correct those mistakes.
Right back down here is Ella Patusik, and her 3-pointer is off. Rebounded by Ratzliff before tipped away by Kamiko, and she jumps on it for a jump ball. Great hustle by Macy Kamiko. As driving through now is number 12, Daisy Klein, and she checks in off the bench. Petusik drives through and will be called for a travel, so rare turnover there. As they're a pretty disciplined team. Hillsboro actually won the Trojan Classic last season over Heston in the final, so they're looking to get a rematch of that, and Moundridge is looking to put their foot in the door and win their first ever Trojan Classic. As Patrick driving through, and overall, I mean, the Cats have done a great job at ball movement. That's one thing, too, I would say. They've done a great job at ball movement. They've gotten the ball to their playmakers, and they've also found some holes over in Hillsboro's defense as Hillsboro's student section. So they can prepare themselves for a back-to-back game as well. As that one is good. So Hattie Ecox, quite the free throw shooter, as she's 10 for 14 coming into tonight. That one swells in and out. Coach Huxman does such a good job with her rotations, as we've said all year, as Conkling and Stoss checks in. So, I mean, overall, she does a great job getting the kids rotated in there as 8-1 in their coach. They're good. 10-1 this season, coming off a big win over Holcomb. And Ratzliff puts up a 3-ball, and that one is just off the lip of the rim.
And Connor, similar to the Holcomb girls team, Hillsboro likes to shoot the 3-ball, but if they can't get that going, it's going to hurt their offense.
And Patrick drives through, rebounded by Heatcox, and we'll call a foul on that. So on the floor. Heatcox drives through, puts one down, short corner. And she will get that one to go, as breaking his scoring drought now is 10-1. A little bit of a slower paced game than what we're used to with this team. And up top is Ratzliff, stolen away by Stoss, given it to Unruh. Unruh now to Heatcox. Heatcox drives through, tries to find Hattie, but can't. Settles for Unruh. Unruh drives by.
And a game for the Wildcats, 24, Macy Hammondcoat. And Hillsboro 25, Nadia Jost. Timeout, Hillsboro, 30-second timeout.
As that's a timeout, Hillsboro, so we'll be back in 30.
Minute 40 winding down.
Jost over down to Worth. Worth thinks about it. Pump fakes, drives up, puts a left-handed floater up, and that one is just off as Conkling tries to get back in bounds and can't, as Hillsboro will retain possession. And looking over now, and Macy can't grab that one, so 10-1, 129 now. As Moundridge is on their way, looking good so far, 9-point lead.
The Wildcats are having a stellar first quarter with a 9-point lead. They're shutting down Hillsboro on offense, and
right up top and over down now is Petusik, who's been relatively quiet tonight. He's got a ton of shots up, as Worth has done most of the carrying here tonight, as Jost has the only point, but Worth has really done a great job defensively as well. As Petusik drives through, passes down, intercepted by Conklin. She rips that one away. Mackie Conklin, great defender, pretty tall, 5'11". She thinks about a three, gives it to Hecox. Hecox to Stoss. Stoss backs her defender down and finds a cutting Conklin. Conklin drives in, puts one up, swirls the iron and out. Rebounded back by Conklin, and that will remain the Wildcats' ball. 38 seconds left. As Petusik playing great defense on Hecox. Hecox to her sister. Her sister lobs one up, and that one is intercepted by the Trojans. Driving down, Ratzlaff puts one up and blocked by Hecox. And that one will remain a foul. 8.2 seconds left. 10-1. As number 12, Daisy Klein comes in, and for Jost, it's Addison Jost. Lobbing up, Conklin intercepted again, her second of the game. As she drives through and puts one up, misses the cutting Hecox, but she will get a foul called. She'll go to the line for two. As that one swirls in and out. Common theme here for the Cats is a lot of their shots have swirled the iron. One second left, puts up a heave before the horn. And that one is off and knocks the senior banner over on the way out. So that'll do it for the first quarter. 11-1, we'll be back in 1 minute. As we welcome you back, 11-1. 8 minutes here. Second quarter. As driving down is Hecox. Hecox to unrunner to Stoss, and Stoss is not going to get that to go.
And the girls are having a good start for themselves with a 10-point scoring gap. They're getting everything they want offensively and defense, and they're just playing better than Hillsboro is, and that's going to be the story probably for the rest of the night.
And putting that one up is Hillsboro as they're looking.
But Hillsboro does respond with their own basket.
As they look to cut into this Wildcat lead, as I was saying. And Unruh puts that one up, and a bad miss there as ripping the ball away is Jost. Ratzliff right back down and around, puts one up, and take that back. She faked it, and that one is stolen away by Hecox, and they will call a foul on that. And I do think it is a common theme for the Trojans to start out so slow as they do. They really are a second half team. They're really good about picking, the pace up. As he cuts to get the ball here, drives around, looking back to Patrick, and Patrick driving inside. And inside now, Hecox pushes the ball, looks to get to Stoss. Stoss was really good about short corner buckets as Hecox is going to shoot one herself right on the block, gets her on rebound, puts one up, and over the backboard. Lobbing one up now. Back over top. Patrick puts up a 3-ball. And that will be a turnover on the Cats.
Foul number 30, Aspen Stoss, her first personal. Foul number 1.
Hillsboro down 8. Only been able to record 3 points in the game so far. They got to get their offense going if they want to close the gap.
And it's not just, Hillsboro's offense. Moundridge's offense has just been equally as slow as we haven't had a bucket in about 2 minutes and 37 seconds. So as Patusik right back down to Jost. Jost drives through, puts one up on an awkward shot, and that will be Moundridge ball. And they will actually reverse that and say they got blocked. And that will be called for a foul on the Cats. So
Number 11,
Allie Hecox gets her first, joins her sister with a foul. And Stoss also has a foul. Maya Worth scores, breaking the scoring drought of 3 minutes and 32 seconds. 5:29 left to go in the second. Hecox drives around, puts one down to Stoss. Stoss back to Hecox. Hecox's jumper is just off, rebounded by Patusik, and they will call a foul. That foul will be on Daisy Klein. It's her first personal. Basket is good from Mackie Conklin.
And Mackie Conklin gets a 3 of her own.
as that foul is on number 11.
Ella Petusik.
As, you know, one thing about the Wildcats in general is their ability to move the ball. So they're always looking to move that ball, and they get a lot of problem movements, and they have this offense where it's just a dribble drive, and they love it. It's worked to perfection. As stepping back now is Ella Petusik, and that one is just off. 5-17, their men's score 4:42 left to go. Wildcats, a drive through, put one up to Hecox. Hecox almost loses her dribble. They turn to Unruh. Unruh thinks about a three, takes one herself. Euro steps away through and puts it up. Cami Unruh, heaving through the lane. Deep three ball here from Hillsboro. That one is rebounded by Hecox. So a little bit of a slower paced game than what we were treated to before, as Hattie Hecox, excuse me, stopping and popping for the bucket. Hecox tries a corner three, high arcing shot, just too hard. Rebounded by Worth, as Amaya Worth was 4 points tonight. And that is going to be an and one there for Kinsley Ratzliff.
For Hillsboro, number 4, Mackenzie Dialini.
As Conklin has this back down to Unruh. Unruh stops and pops for a triple. And that one rattles the rim and goes out. Conklin drives through, forces one up here to Kamiko. Kamiko retains possession and puts it up. Macy Kamiko. It's 23-7 now. Time winding down in the second quarter. Long three here from Amaya Worth, and that one is off. As we'll be back. 1:32 left to go in the second. 7-23. Inside now, under over to Conkling. Conkling shakes and bakes up top.
And the lay from Patrick is good for 2 points. Actually, all right. Trying to get the scoreboard fixed. We got 50 seconds winding down. We're working on that. Hillsboro's looking for anything on offense. Conkling close guarded at the top of the key. Hillsboro looking to swing the ball and just lose it. I don't know how that's not caught out. It looked like it rolled out from here, but it will be saved. Hillsboro got 30 seconds left to work with. No shot clock, so they're all good. Conkling tries to tip it out, can't get it. Worth drives in the lane, scoops it up, and lays it in for a Hillsboro two-pointer. 25-9 is your score. 4 seconds left. Unruh over the top to Ryerson. Ryerson turns the ball over, and that'll end our second half of play. Wildcats with a huge lead, kind of just playing out their game. Hillsboro looked a little flustered in the first half, couldn't get anything going on Moundridge, but we will see you back in the second half. And we welcome you back to the Trojan Classic. 25-9 is your score here. Got 2 minutes left until the third quarter starts. Heck of a game played by the Wildcats. They did everything they want offensively. And, you know, Hillsboro's just falling behind. They haven't been able to get their offenses going. They've been missing shots. You know, threes is a big part of their offense. And if they can't hit them, they're gonna sell in not overtime. They're just not gonna finish out this game how they want. But 9-25 is still a sizable lead by Moundridge, but it is not impossible to close. So Hillsboro, come out, bang a couple threes, get those layups, it's turnovers, capitalize on everything, and you know, maybe they'll sway it, maybe they won't. We'll see what'll happen. But we'll let the band rock on for about a minute here, and we'll catch you on the flip side of a minute left. As we get into the third quarter, the Cats are going to come out of their breakdown, and Hillsboro's already ready to roll. We're going to see some things happen on both sides of the ball tonight. But Kenny Unruh, number 3, per usual, the leading scorer for the Wildcats tonight. That's not something we usually see someone else do, but hey, we're going to get rocking and rolling. 7:53 left. Hillsboro looking for an offensive possession. They'll throw it inside. Ratzliff cannot connect to the basket. And again, that's another turnover by Hillsboro, and they're not going to like that. Just getting flustered. You know, you gotta stay composed. Composure is a big thing. Unruh up to Patrick. Patrick will dribble down. He touches in the corner. He touches, fakes, drives baseline, throws it baseline. Unruh's gonna drive. She'll rise up and get blocked. Huge block by number 25, Jost. Over the top pass to Patusik, and she'll get the layup. Reversing. Get on the board for Hillsboro. First point of the half goes to the Trojans. Hitox is going to try and drive inside. She'll skip it over to Unruh. Unruh will give it right back to Hitox. She doesn't want it. Over the top to her sister. Sister will shake and do a scoop layup just way over the top. Won't be able to go for the Hitox connection. Trojans patience on their offense. Hitox tries to jam it, but she can't get it. And you know, that's going to be something we want to see. Wildcats just play good defense and run the score up as much as they can, and they'll swing it in their favor, which is what they have in the first half. And well, they've swung it in their favor. You know, they're up a sizable amount, about 14. And Hillsboro, you know, they're kind of getting go. Stopped the Wildcats from scoring in the second half so far. They're on a two offense possession run. Got 4 points. And a flop that doesn't get called by Hitox. You know, she kind of throws her body at the rim, but that's okay. You know, when you're up this much, you just gotta stay composed, finish out the game strong. You know, you can't do nothing like that, or it's gonna look bad on your team's part. But it's all right. You know, Hitox, one of the younger players. She's still learning things, so cannot criticize too much. On anybody. Everybody on this team still has things to learn, and that's just the moral for life, you know. Always take advice. Yeah, that'll be a timeout by the Wildcats. You know, Hutchman's going to talk some things over, hopefully get their offense rocking and rolling. Two-second will handle the ball for the Trojans. Be guarded by Unruh, playing close, tight man. Just give it over to Ratzlaff. Ratzlaff will dribble out to the perimeter. A look for Patusek on the cut. Hetox playing close, almost tips it away, but it'll find Jost. She'll shake and bake to baseline. Spin out. Gets her dribble back. Fake three from Worth. She's going to dribble out. A big three from Worth. Banks it in. Using the glass to get the tray ball. Hillsboro's only down 9. They keep this up. They could close the gap, and this is almost exactly what happened at the last time Moundridge played Hillsboro. Moundridge was up a sizable amount in the first half, and then Hillsboro came out and they brought it down. It almost came back. The 28-31 was the final. But Wildcats just responded. That was Patrick on the tray ball. Showed it to fall through all net. The scooping layup by Maya Worth. 10-point ball game. Unruh zooming down, keeps her dribble. Handling the ball. Behind the back wraparound to Patrick. She'll look at the corner. Patrick would even right back. Over the top to Stoss. Stoss finds Hetox. Hetox will take her one. It'll finish off the glass. Hetox banks in the floater, bringing them to 30. You know, that's been the key for Moundridge, the store tonight, is just look for those easy baskets. You know, Hetox thought she could take it, and she did, and she made it. So, you know, just keep finding what you think you can make, and you're going to come out on top. And Hillsboro, they need to fluster Moundridge. You know, they need to make them turn the ball over and get those easy layups. Like they just did. That was Worth on the scoop. Good left-handed finish. And that'll go Hillsboro, or not Hillsboro, that'll go Moundridge's way. After the out of bounds, they'll get it sideline. Unruh will look to throw it in. 10-point ball game. Hetox will find Patrick. Patrick will look for Hetox with a free throw shot that'll air ball out. Breakaway layup will try to get it up and over, and they will. That's Patusek on the carry. Hillsboro closing the gap. Moundridge only up 8. And Hutchman will call a timeout. And that's kind of the same story for last time. Hillsboro came into the second half and got that, closed the scoring gap almost, and Moundridge only won by 3, so we'll see if they can finish the story they had earlier in the season. Only down 8. That's a 3 or 4 possession ball game. Don't go anywhere. Stick around. This could get good. But if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. You know, we're trying to grow the account, so follow us for updates on Moundridge Sports Network as we get rolling with 3:46 left in the Hillsboro Moundridge Lady Cats Trojan Classic Tournament Round 2. Unruh started off by inbounding to Hetox, and they'll pass a little back and forth. Hetox will find Patrick to the other Hetox. Hetox again at the free throw line will turn the ball over. Another mistake by Moundridge to cost them for Hillsboro to score again. Worth will take it, and she'll find a way, swerving through traffic. Moundridge only up 6. You know, Hillsboro's closing that gap. And the travel call on Moundridge. Goodness gracious. That'll go Hillsboro's way again. Looking at 2 or 3 possession ball game. You know, if you're Hillsboro, you'd come bang 2 threes. It's all tied up. But 3:13 left. We'll see what they do. Worth will dribble around the perimeter, and she'll pass it off to Ratzliff, who will find an open Klein. But her 3 won't connect. And that's staying Hillsboro's way. The Trojans are fighting back. Goodness. Foul on number 33, Mackie Conkling. Klein will think about it. Should have fouled at the 3. Now, I think it should be a shooting foul because she kind of faked up, but we'll see what they... Nope, it'll go to the side. Now, if she had followed through with her shot, she would have got the shooting foul, and then she could have gone to the line, but she did not. Into Worth, way behind half court. About 2:50 left. An open Petusik will find her way. Worth will let the 3 go. She'll miss long, and Petusik tries to clean it up, and she can't get it. Stas will get the ball. Unruh dribbling around, handling the ball. Closely guarded by Worth. Patrick at the spike line. Unruh to Conklin. Conklin in the corner, skips it over to Patrick. Patrick finds Hecox. Gives it to Unruh. Unruh right back. Lady Cats yet to set up an offense. Just moving the ball. Patrick will take it baseline. She'll put the float up with the left hand and it'll swirl down. 2 points for Patrick. Will bring him to 32. That's number 5, Ratzliff, holding the ball. She'll find Worth. Worth shake off Hecox. 1:43. Worth looking for Ratzliff. Ratzliff will hand it back off to Petusik. Petusik finds Worth. Worth skips it over. Wide open layup won't be good. Petusik just misses long. And it'll go down to Conklin at the baseline, and she'll give it out to Unruh to start the offense for Moundridge. Unruh's gonna give it to Patrick. Patrick. The only thing that Moundridge needs to do is just be careful with their offensive possessions and mitigate turnovers, but like I said, I kind of jinxed it right there as they get one. Worth will dribble it in. She'll get fouled. She'll shoot 2.
Yeah, and I think the Cats, one of the things they should do better in this game, and they've played a pretty good game so forth, but is to limit biting on a lot of passes. A lot of the times they're biting inside and they're getting burned, and that's kind of what's helped Hillsboro crawl back into this game. So staying disciplined on jump cuts too is one of the biggest things they could do.
Worth's first free throw. Or sorry, not her first. Will fall. Worth has 18 out of 25 points for the Trojans. In my book, she is, of course, the MVP for her team. .105 left in the third. Moundridge only leading by 7. Hillsboro is slowly clawing back, and that's been the story. They're, from our perspective, they're a second half team. They didn't do so great in the first half, but now in the second half, they're clawing back, finding their way to get their offense going. A team that can heat up and be dangerous. But, we'll see what they bring out. If you're Moundridge, you still got a good lead. 7 points. It's about 2 or 3 possessions, depending on how you look at it. All you got to do is just get good looks, don't turn the ball over, and just Just run out the clock. You know, don't gotta throw anything up. It's not a college game. No shot clock. Just take your time. Keep your composure. Do not get flustered. Don't show it either. And just play basketball. Have fun. Play basketball. I think that'll be my quote of the year. Just play basketball. Just relax. But as we get started here, Unruh looked over to Patrick. Patrick will stay at the spike line and give it right back to Unruh. Wildcats looking for something. Anything. A 3-ball, 2-ball. See what they get. Unruh calling out the play. Conklin will cut baseline. Hetox will fake over to Patrick. Patrick. Give it in to Stas. Stas will shake it over to the corner. Unruh's 3. Just hard off the iron. Rebounded by Patrick. Short rebound and kick it out. Hetox to Conklin. Conklin gives it back to Patrick. Patrick. Hard pass to Hetox. Showed their shot up. Can't get the rebound. Joss will come down with it. And they're going to look for a Trojan bucket within 15 seconds. We'll see what they get. Joss will have the ball. She'll dribble it down to Ratzliff. Ratzliff will hand it off to Worth. Their primary scorer, Worth. They could give her a look. They got 2 seconds. They'll give a little floater, and they will not get it to fall. That'll round out your third. 25-32. Stick around as we got a whole another quarter of play. Kind of recap that quarter. Hillsboro is finding their offense. You know, they're getting their rhythm. They're coming back. They keep getting open looks and knock down a couple big shots and sway the momentum in their favor. But on Moundridge's side of the ball, they were up a sizable amount. They've only scored 7 points in the whole second half. And, you know, that's not great when you had 25 in the first half. That's the inconsistent part. But we'll see what happens. Moundridge still looks strong. They're not turning the ball over as much, and they're getting much better plays put in, and they're executing well. The keys for Moundridge right now, don't turn the ball over. Run the offense and be confident, score the ball. And again, just play basketball. Starting into our fourth quarter. Some basketball action from the girls. 32-25. And Hillsboro will probably close out high. They're not going to let any deep threes go, but I don't think Moundridge will take any in this moment anyway. So he tosses off the ball at the corner. Show it to Unruh. Unruh sips it over to Patrick. Patrick's tray ball. Just hard off the iron. Rebounded by Hetox. She'll go back up. Throw it right over. And it'll go the Trojans' way. Frustrating setting in for Trojan. The Trojans. Excuse me. Worth calling out the play. They're setting up their offense. That's tipped away by Hetox. She'll stat pad and get the steal right there. Big momentum sway from the sophomore. Unruh will skip it over to Hetox. Hetox looks for someone. Back to Unruh. Inside to Hetox. Over to Patrick. Fake around. Wildcats just need to slow down and get a good look. And Hetox's 3-ball. Just hard off the cup. Unruh. Lay will go over, and that's rebounded by Jost. And Hillsboro's just outplaying Moundridge right now. But Moundridge made such a comfortable lead for them in the first half that, you know, they have room for mistakes. That was pretty much the same story when they played them earlier in the preseason tourney. Patusek will get dropped on an offensive possession. No call there. Patusek, high key, dribbles in. I think they would call it on the floor. They'll throw it in from under the basket. Josh, your ball carrier. Stoss picks up her second personal of the ball game. But like we've seen all night long with the boys' game, it's been a clean games. You know, not a lot of fouls. I don't think anyone's hit over 4. Huge tray ball from Worth is just short. Rebounded by Josh, will be a jump ball. No, it will not be a jump ball. It'll be a foul on Stoss. Excuse my words about the clean game. Stoss will pick up her third. That's 2 within 30 seconds. Josh looking for anything. She'll find Worth at the top of the key. Closely guarded at the top, playing 2 and 1 is the Heacock sisters, and Worth will just scoop it up. She's been finding that right-hand layup all night. She's got 20 points out of 27. Worth has 74% of the points for her team. And Unruh will step through that lane and get the stoop and layup off the glass. And the and one by Patusik. Closing the gap. Goodness gracious, Patusik gets fouled. Cats will check in their starters. What a stat line from Worth tonight. No fouls, 22 points. And Wildcats are probably going to start playing extremely physical. They're going to try and dribble in. As I said, that Heatocks will get it over the top. Addison Jost will pick up her first personal of the night. Depending on the winner of this game, they're going to play the Heston girls. After their win over Riley County. Tray ball from Conklin needed a little bit more legs on that one. Over the top. 2-6 going to try and spin up and over. And somehow she puts it in. Hillsboro closing the gap, only down 3. Wildcats need to pick up their offense and just stay calm. Don't panic. Unruh, tray ball. Knocks it down. Huge 3 for the Wildcats. Put her total points tonight at 13. Patusik finds Ratzliff. What the Cats need to do right now is just stop Worth from scoring. She got to be a no-help player at this moment. Because, you know, a player with 22 points, probably going to be one of their number 1 options. And that'll go Wildcats' way. Ella a little upset about the call there. But the Wildcats up 6. Looking strong. They got all the momentum in their favor. Over the top to Conklin. Will just rim out. A tough break for the Wildcats. We just got to know why this is a recurring theme whenever the girls play each other. Hillsboro doesn't do so hot in the first half, and then the second half they just start clawing their way back and come up short. It's like watching the same movie twice and expecting a different ending. Like, no matter how many times you watch Old Yeller. No, it's not graphic. We won't say that. But 3:30 winding down, 37-31. It's getting rowdy in the Hillsboro gym. Worth finds Patusik. Dribbling, crossing over her man. Ratsev is going to look for Patusik. Patusik tries to dribble in. Might look for a 3-ball. They could use it. Worth at the top of the key, closely guarded by Patrick. Playing to no help. They're coming high. Patusik dribbles out. Finds Joss. Joss finds Ratcliffe. Gives it into Patusik. She's going to dribble around. Swirling. Kicks it out. To Joss. Lots of them. Patience from the Trojans. Worth trying to get to that right-hand finish. She won't get it. 3-ball from Worth. Just rims out. A great rebound by Kamiko. Wildcats need to finish strong. Patrick finds Unruh. Unruh will drive baseline. She'll go up and over to Heatox. Heatox gets a paint touch. Kicks it out to Unruh. Unruh baseline again over the top to Kamiko. Kamiko goes for a layup and it'll fall. The score 39-31. Kamiko has 8. And 4 fouls. Timeout Trojans. Moundridge girls way to find the intensity late in the 4th quarter, picking up their ball game. We'll let the band rattle on for a while. The Trojans going on a little bit of a St. Peter's run right there. If you know, you know. But in my opinion, Moundridge girls beat them in preseason tournament. 8-point lead. I think it's wraps. You know, you got 2 minutes. Hillsboro's going to start fouling and then sending players like Unruh and Patrick to the line. Just, it's not going to end good for your team. Cats keep playing their game. Stick to it. They're going to come out on top. But let's talk about Worth. 22 points out of 31. Carrying her team. It's like Curry on the Warriors right now. Get her some help. But all in all tonight, I feel like Moundridge just played a better basketball game than Hillsboro. Out-toughed them. Got those rebounds and those second chance points, and that's the reason they're going to come out on top. Heatox closely guarding Worth. Worth almost picked off. Spins around and wraps around. Out to Patusik for the tray ball. Hard off the iron. Rebounded by Joust. She'll get another look. Trojans come out in a press. Patrick will break into cross half court. Patrick will look for Unruh. Get a little handoff. Not Unruh, not Unruh. Excuse me. Unruh wrap around cross between. Kamiko right back to pick up her dribble. And this is where Hillsboro's going to start fouling to stop the clock. Heatox to Patrick. Patrick at the logo. Hand off to Heatox. They're playing high. They just want to waste time. 50 seconds winding down, and that'll be the first foul of this little sequence from both teams. You know, you can win a game by 50 points. You can win a game by 1 point. Still the same outcome, same thing on your record. And after this game, Moundridge lock in for the championship game. That will be a great matchup. Both girls and guys could play Heston in the tournament round, but after this game, Hillsboro guys and Heston guys will play each other. That'll probably be I think that'll be the last game of the night. Foul shooting 2. Or get the bonus. Heathcock's at the line. Opportunity to get the score to 40 or 41 right here. Her first. Rattles out. You know, in this moment, what do you do if you're Hillsboro? Down 6. What's the game plan? You can't foul. Well, now they're down 7. Right, do they just let the threes go and hope for the best? Or, you know, Worth is going to look. She'll play physical. A little high floater, air balls. Cameron with the rebound. Unruh dribbling cross half court. Spins off her man. Patusa closely guarding, trying to jam everything. And no call. A foul hard off, but they foul nonetheless. Oh, goodness. Patrick and Heathcock will talk to head coach Kaylee Hutchman, while they are up 7-8 now after Unruh's first free throw. But yeah, all in all, Moundridge played a better game tonight. Just did better than Hillsboro. Not much to say. You can't win a game when one of your players is one of the only offensive options. You know, they can't just rely on Worth because, you know, what do they do when she leaves? What do they do after that? But hey, 18 winding down, 33-42. But it was 17.2 left. There'll be a push on Unruh. And I mean, it's all right. Unruh picks up her third. She still got 2 more to give with 15 seconds left, so not a big deal. Worth step back 3, fakes up. Hard off the other side of the glass, and 9.8. Winding down. So Moundridge will go on to play Heston in the tournament game, championship game, tomorrow. So tune in. Make sure you watch that. 33-42 will be your final score. Moundridge comes out on top in Hillsboro, making their own team, 2 teams records, 2-0. Moundridge has proven they're a better team, so we will get you back tomorrow night. Moundridge Sports Network signing off.